Yeah, so just prepare to...
It'll be great.
It'll be perfect.
Y'all motherfuckers don't watch us play throughout the year, to tell you the truth. I'm gonna be real with you, and I don't care if I get fined.
I got my sweet jerk off, put some strings on.
That train is off the tracks.
Who doesn't love the bouncy castle?
Hitler.
Just prepare to... just prepare to be awash in undebeatable goodness.
Welcome, Pacers fans. You were listening to the Undebeatables, your semi-weekly Pacers podcast. Today is Sunday, April 19th, 2026, and this is episode 814. Coming to you from Indianapolis, Indiana. I'm your host, Joey Gaffrida, the man behind the dials. This show, we're going to discuss a perfect week of Pacers basketball, and we'll discuss the first round of the playoffs. Joining me this week are all three of our analysts, coast to coast, like buttered toast. First, from the high school home of Jamison Brewer, Silver Spring, Maryland, it's the doctor, Jason Triplett.
What is up, Pacers fans? What is up? Undebeatables, good to have the whole band back together. Shout out to the playoffs. It's that glorious time of year.
From Asheville, North Carolina, he's our in-house bartender, mixing up the drinks in the crappy jingles, and the reason for the season, John Coulson.
What is up, Pacer Nation? What is up, Undebeatables? Shout out this week to The Fever and Megan McConnell. Had me doing double takes, trying to do math and figure out if it was TJ McConnell's sister or daughter. But it ends up as his sister. So
I hope.
Shots fired at McConnell.
He's an old man.
Not that old.
He's old enough to have a 15, 16-year-old at least.
Yeah.
From Tacoma, Washington, out west, it's our enforcer, John Harper.
What is going on, fellas? Shout out to the family this week.
Shout out.
I second that motion. Before we get into the show, we'll remind listeners that they can support us, the longest-running Pacers podcast, by heading over to patreon.com/undebeatables, and you can support our show for as little as $1 per month. So this year, of course, Pacers just missed the play-in tournament.
So close.
So we're going to have to go watch other teams in the 2025-2026 playoffs. You know, last year we were at the edge of our seats every night, and I'd say the tournament started pretty cool so far. It's been good. Play-ins finished, and the game ones are starting right about now. So we're going to talk about the matchups here and who we think is going to come out of round one. And let's start in the Western Conference. And these teams have not played yet. Oh, no, I'm sorry. The game one has finished. OKC playing the Phoenix Suns. Right now, OKC is up 1-0 as we record. Whoa. Jason, do you think Phoenix has a path out of this one?
Oh, no. No.
Okay.
Nice heartwarming story for the Phoenix Suns, who expected to do nothing this year and nearly missed the playoffs. You know, they lost to Nico's Portland Trailblazers in the play-in game, but then were able to take down the Golden State Warriors, who just are too old to play two high-level games within 48 hours of one another. And they have a very massive talent deficit, to to the Oklahoma City Thunder, and the Thunder are on a mission to repeat, and they're not going to mess around, as we saw in Game 1, which they won by, 32 or something? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a sweep for the Thunder, in my mind.
Harper, do you concur?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, no, this is a done deal. Good on them to make the playoffs, but this is just a bump in the road for the Thunder.
Is there a Devin Booker game? Does he go for 70 or something?
Sure. He can have all the games he wants. They do not care about Devin Booker games.
Okay.
Joey?
Who's their starting center? How do you say that name? Iguodaro.
Iguodare.
Yeah.
Iguodare.
Iguodare. Played 26 minutes in Game 1 and had 0 points. Negative 19 in the plus minus. Kind of a rough game.
You know, if I were coaching that team, I'd say they probably need more to that position.
Yeah.
Is that part of your pep talk before the Game 2?
That's right.
We're going to need at least a half dozen points out of this.
So I'm assuming Royce O'Neal is his backup. He gave him 4 points in 23 minutes. So
No, I think
Is it Royce O'Neal like 6'6"?
I think he is.
Is their backup.
So they have an actual. Oh, you're right. They do have Malach. He gave you 0 points.
He also gave 0 points.
Yeah.
Nice.
They're getting all kinds of consistency up front. That's helpful.
Woohoo! Yeah.
Joey, are you also a sweep on them?
You know what? I'll play devil's advocate here, and I'll give
All right,
Devin
Suns
Booker a
in
game.
4. Gotcha.
And Royce O'Neal
Devin
is
Booker, a
6'6".
singular game. 6'6". Okay.
Oh dear.
All right. The winner of that series will take on the winner of the 4-5 matchup of the Los Angeles Lakers and the Houston Rockets. As we record, LA is up 1-0. Colson, I'll start with you this time.
Yeah.
Are the Lakers going to run away with this?
No, they're not. But I was surprised by sort of the media, and everybody was sort of picking the Rockets because, LA is going to be without Doncic and Reeves for, at least the first half of this series, and maybe longer. If those guys don't come back at all, I do give the Rockets a chance. But LeBron is still pretty good, and he's got a decent cast of characters. And
Which one?
the Rockets, what's that?
Which LeBron?
Both LeBrons are on that team, actually, on the Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
And by good cast of characters, you mean like Rui Hachimura? That's like...
Yeah. And was it Luke Kennard?
Kennard. Strong playoff depth.
It dropped
They
27
did
yesterday. So.
they did quite well in Game 1, and I think that they're going to be able to hang on until Luka can come back, and so I'm going to give this to the Lakers in 7. They just have to hold on until Doncic can come back.
Just hold on,
Harper.
dear life.
I mean, LeBron put up like damn near a triple double, on efficient shooting. He looked great. Ayton looked good. I don't know. I think they can hang in there.
That is entirely possible. I mean, if anybody can do it, really, it is LeBron. But it's just hard for me to put a ton of faith in DeAndre Ayton and Luke Kennard scoring 27 a night. And, it seems like a lot. And eventually they're going to remember that they should probably just throw 3 guys at LeBron and maybe just, make the old guy in his 40s work super hard. If the Rockets, though, don't get this done in 6, then they're going to be in real trouble, right? You don't want to go to a game 7 with Doncic out there because now you're in anybody's 3-point from half court territory, and Doncic, he has that for you. So this thing really could go either way, and if Doncic is able to make it back earlier, I could definitely see the Lakers stealing this thing. But with what I know today, I will take the Rockets in 6.
Do we know if Durant is gonna
be back?
What's his prognosis? So he missed game 1.
Yes, he did.
He's a key part to what they do. So if
as far as their offense,
he's dated.
He's like their point guard and their like clutch player, and he's day to day. Okay.
We've got Kevin Durant has a good chance of playing game 2, and good chances in quotes. That means somebody said it.
Well, he was listed as a game time decision for that one, I think. So
yeah,
he's got to be close.
So I'm gonna assume he's playing game 2, and if that's the case, yeah. I mean, Houston had an interesting season, right? I mean, they started out great, and then there was like the KD burner account situation around All-Star break, and they kind of like fell apart as a locker room. But they sort of rallied towards the end, right? I mean, I think they were playing good basketball going into the playoffs. Yeah, this is a hard one to pick because who knows?
I mean, it's a 4-5 matchup, right? I mean,
when Doncic gets back and when Reeves gets back. Let's see. I'll take the Rockets in 7.
Ooh. I can tell how much you love that pick.
I love that pick. I mean, it would have gone Lakers in 7, but Cole's
clearly.
Jason, do you're talking about KD's burner account? So he had a fake Twitter and was talking crap about his teammates. Is that right?
Yes, that is correct. Yeah.
And
at least that's my understanding of it. I didn't follow
That's a normal thing teammates do, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And there's still... he denies it, I believe. He hasn't admitted that it was his burner account. But, like...
Okay.
I forget what the evidence was that linked him to this burner account.
Insider information?
Yeah.
Okay. So that tore apart the locker room for a minute, I suppose?
Yeah.
Talking trash about the teammates. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's a motivational
leadership 101.
Next level.
Take it to the public.
Take it to the public. Say
everybody.
nothing to your teammates' face. It's...
I'm going to. I'm gonna say Braun and Bronny are gonna take it to Houston in 6. In Houston.
Braun and Bronny.
I watched a great compilation of it was Bronny doesn't get it, and it's him turning the ball over just over and over again, and his dad yelling at him on the court over and over again, and then in the last one he pounces a bounce pass and it gets it to LeBron and he dunks it, and his dad's like super happy. It's like, oh, LeBron finally taught his kid a bounce pass. It was pretty good.
Nice.
So, shout out Bronny.
Finally, some positive reinforcement from someone.
The other side of the Western Conference bracket is the number 3 Denver Nuggets versus the number 6 Minnesota Timberwolves. Saw much of Game 1 yesterday, and Denver wins, so they're up 1-0. Harper, who's coming out of this one?
I think that this will be a really good series. These two teams are very well matched against each other, and they know each other pretty well too. I like Minnesota more, so I'm going to pick them in 7 games. It's my in-depth analysis for you.
Okay. You're picking Minnesota to win in Denver.
Yep.
In the Mile High.
That's right.
All
They've
right.
done it before.
Yeah.
Was that just last year that they beat them in 7?
Was it last year or 2 years ago?
I thought it was 2 years ago.
I think that was 2 years ago, but I think they also beat them last year.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it didn't take 7.
That's right.
Jason, what are you thinking?
Yeah, it's tough to say. I mean, it looked to me like Denver had good control of that first game, but Anthony Edwards is a beast, and I agree this is going to go 7. But I am taking the Nuggets. I think Jokic will not let his team lose to the T-Wolves yet again.
Even up the modern series 2-2.
Yeah, exactly.
Colson?
Yeah, this is tough. I love that we get to pick these after game 1. You can see them all on the floor. One of the big question marks was Cam Johnson in this series, and I think after game 1 he is still a question mark.
Sure. It's going to be a question mark all playoff.
Yeah. So, but I think, boy, I still think Jokic and Murray are on fire right now. So I'm gonna take the Nuggets in 6.
Boo.
I will say Cam Johnson down the stretch of the season, in which the Nuggets closed on like a 12 or 13 game winning streak or something like that. Cam Johnson hit some clutch shots in a few of those games to seal them. So,
And he actually did hit a big
that's
3
not the
down the
bright
stretch
lights
of
of the
this.
playoffs. But
No.
Well, he hit a big shot down the stretch in this game too. It was still fairly close. He had a big 3, but yeah, it was one of his 2
sure.
out of his 7 attempts. So
Well, I'm calling Kevin Garnett and telling him that you picked against the Timberwolves. So.
don't do it. Don't do it.
Well, also don't tell him that I'm going to pick the Nuggets in the gentleman's sweep.
Ooh.
I
All
think
right,
that they
going 5, huh?
are. I think that they're not happy about the way things ended last year, and they're going to kick it up a notch. And I
They
think
have more
that-
depth than they've had in the past few years. So.
Yeah, I think
Since their
that.
championship.
Bruce Brown.
Yeah, I think last year they were thin, and this year.
This year they're fat.
from their the spoils from all their victories. But that's where I'm going with them. Colson, did you pick? You did, because you got threatened by KG.
Yes.
Yeah, I
All right.
have to go to a witness protection program now. KG has my address.
The last matchup on the West, playing as we record, the number 2 Victor Wembanyama's versus the Trailblazers. Full disclosure, Spurs got a 9-point lead right now. I'll go ahead and start here, and I'll let Nico know. Blazers ain't doing that. Kidding me? I haven't seen Lillard do anything, first of all. Second of all, the Spurs team they are ready to ascend, and I think they're gonna leave their mark here. I think the Blazers will be better next year, but I think San Antonio is gonna get some work done. JT,
How many games was that?
Yeah, what are you picking? You're picking the sweep?
I mean,
The minimum?
you know what? We'll sweep them out.
Sweet.
Such disrespect to the Trailblazers.
Yeah.
I, for one, think that Denny Abdia
Nailed it.
is is gonna steal one game for the Blazers. I think it's a gentleman's sweep. Spurs still need to learn how to play in the playoffs. I think they lucked out in a sense that they didn't have to play either Golden State or the Clippers the way that sort of all shook out. Not that they really would have, but having not been to the playoffs before, it's a different level, as we all know. But yeah, Yama, as Ethan calls him, is gonna tear up this series and just explode. So I got him in 5.
Harper, what do you think?
I think I would love for the Trailblazers to win this series.
Yeah, yes, you would.
Taking the Spurs in 4.
I like this Blazers team. I'm going to give them 2 games. Heck. I'm going to go Spurs in 6. I do think Wembanyama is excited to be in the playoffs, and he's going to destroy people. But
they all dressed in
Blazers
black
got-
for a funeral on their way to the game. They mean business.
Ooh, okay, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Good luck, Portland.
All right, moving on to the Eastern Conference. The number 1 Pistons playing the number 8 Magic, and as we record, Game 1 is over, and Orlando's up 1-0. Colson, the underdogs are the overdogs now.
Yeah. This is a 1-8 matchup.
Detroit.
This is the only thing that was not scratch. Of course, we don't have the outcome of the Spurs Blazers game yet, but this game 1, Magic upset the Pistons.
So you got Pistons and losing in 1.
Yeah, I got Magic in 4. No, no. I mean, the Pistons had a magical season, but they haven't proven it in the playoffs. They haven't, they don't know what it looks like to be the 1 seed in the playoffs. They got surprised, and I think they won't be surprised again. But I'll give the Magic I think there's this, like, nobody believed in this thing. After the Sixers beat them in the play-in, everybody's like, oh, Magic suck. They're going to lose to Charlotte. And, they've been terrible all year. They don't deserve to be in the playoffs. And I think they heard all that and they got real angry. And I think they're going to get two games in this series. But the Pistons' talent, I think Jalen Duren and Cade Cunningham are going to make this work. And they're going to get out of the first round at the very least. They might have trouble in the second. Spoiler alert. But you got the Pistons in 6.
Pistons in 6. JT, what about you? Are you a Cade boy?
Yeah, I'm a Cade boy for sure. I'm confused by this Magic team. They did not look good against the Sixers, like, at all. Like, they just
terrible.
A short-handed
game.
Sixers team.
Way down the stretch. But then they came out and just handled the Hornets.
Yeah.
And, like, had a little bit of a swagger to them. I don't know what happened between those 2 games.
Players only
And then
meeting.
now they come out and they punch Detroit in the mouth. Like, what were they doing all year? They just had to wait until, like, their lives were literally on the line, and then now they're like, well, I guess not literally.
I mean, they're in Detroit.
Yeah, that's fair.
It might be.
And Detroit, obviously, I like the way that they closed after Cade went down with the collapsed lung, which is not a fun thing to be down with, I don't think. They rallied well and ended up winning. They won 60 games this year. Is that right?
Yeah.
But maybe it'll take a little bit of time to get their rhythm back with Cade.
In game 1 he scored 39 points, and Tobias Harris scored 17, and nobody else has in double figures.
Right.
So,
yeah, which is strange for them. Right.
Got to readjust now with Cade back.
Maybe Cade just ate too many Wheaties this pregame.
I thought you were gonna say babies.
What did you say, Colson? You said
I said Pistons in 6.
okay, yeah. That's what I was gonna guess. But
we can have the same one. It just
I don't buy this Magic team. I'm gonna take Pistons in 5. I don't think that I think they're gonna do a douchebag sweep on this one.
Nice.
This will wake them up, and now Bernie Bickerstaff is gonna get his Coach of the Year trophy and say, "Come on, motherfuckers."
Yeah, I don't believe in this Magic team either.
What have you seen playoff Goga? Because that's what I'm talking about. He was owning the paint.
Yeah, I don't know. I've always thought that this Orlando team was a team that's built for the playoffs and really shouldn't have any success in the regular season anyway, because they don't score points. But
Interesting.
they are really tough defensively when they've got it going, and they can really lock teams down. There's some injuries throughout the year. Definitely healthy right now as they're going to be. So I agree they're a confusing team, but I think they can give a team like the Pistons some trouble. So I think the Pistons will eventually get it together, but I got the Magic pushing them to the limit.
Okay. I like it.
I think I could do.
Pick the Magic.
What are you whispering to me?
I said pick the Magic.
Yeah, of course I'm picking the Magic.
Do it.
And I'm doing it, but not because you said it. Let's be
Not
clear.
because I
about
whispered
that.
it in your ear.
Yeah, that makes it less likely for me to do it, but I'm still doing it. How long though? Let's do 6. I think we can do it in 6.
Magic in 6.
I'll be slinging their Magic
all over the board on this one.
Goga's involved here, so I think that's the difference.
Right.
Like,
He's the X
he's
factor.
the question mark. Are we collectively gaga for Goga or not? All right. Winner of that matchup will play Cavs and Raps. Cleveland's up 1-0. They need to prove that last year was an aberration. And the Raptors, you guys think they overperformed this season?
I think they performed exactly as we expect. I think they started out well, and then the last 60 games they were a 500 team. So
Okay. All right. Who do you think is going to come out of this one, Jason? Is because 500 in the playoffs, don't do it.
no,
I think they would be thrilled to be 500 in this playoffs.
yeah. I mean, the Cavs are a different Cavs team, right?
Yeah.
With James Harden in there and without, I'm blanking on Darius Garland. They don't play defense anymore somehow, although they still have those two big guys, which confuses me. So I think the Raptors will steal a game or two, but I got Cleveland in 6 in this one. Donovan Mitchell is just too good and trying to avenge some stuff from last year, I think. And James Harden can only James Harden it up, so much.
Colson, what level of James Harden are you expecting?
Yeah. I expect him to stop on a dime multiple times. I expect him to comb his beard a lot. I expect him to play very well until it gets to game 6 and 7. And then I expect him to shit the bed. That's what I expect from James Harden.
But you expect a Game 7?
And this
Well,
is based
I mean-
on what?
Yeah. So here's my thing.
He went to the Chris Paul School of Playoffs. Right?
I think that the Cavs are reeling from the last 2 years in the playoffs. I think this core has some real doubts in itself. I think it knows it's going to lose at some point, and I think it's going to be maybe not this round, but I think that the Raptors are going to take a chunk out of them. I think this thing goes 7. And Cavs in 7.
I like that you have this idea that the entity of the Cavs knows.
Yeah, I do. I think they're gonna have to break this team up. I think there's something broken in them when it comes to the playoffs, and I think we broke them last year. I think that's what happened. So
I also love that you predicted a Game 7 collapse and also picked them to win Game 7. So that's fun.
yeah, no, Harden's not going to be there doing it. Donovan Mitchell's going to win them Game 7.
They will win Game 7 despite James Harden.
Yes, yeah. I mean, the Raptors are really good defensively. I think they can, they'll have adjustments, and they're gonna give the Cavs a hard time. This is gonna be a long, tough series for the Cavs.
So you have been how many games?
All 7 of
Cavs
them.
in 7.
7. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. The Cavs have got an awful lot to prove, and everybody on that team has to win this series in short order to keep their coach there, to keep any of the players there, to keep the team there. They're a better team than the team that they're playing. This is a 4-game series to me.
Okay.
I mean, if they don't, then yeah, they got to blow the thing up. I mean, if they can't handle a 500 team in the first round of the playoffs, yeah, you've absolutely got to blow them up and start over.
Well, I mean, the Raptors they're number 4 in the league defensively, and I think they're 12 on offensive rating. Like they're tall. They're tall. This is it's still a 5 seed. I know they played 500 ball most of the rest of the season, but I think they're better than we're giving them credit for. They got a lot of size, a lot of guys.
They have no playoff experience. They have no obvious leader. The Cavs need to run through these guys.
Yeah, Brandon Ingram is a good end of game closer, scorer guy. They do have that,
but he's also not great defensively, and you can attack him.
Okay.
Yeah, this is basically my theory on the Cavs psyche, not on the talent level. That you're right. I'm not going to make some argument that the Raptors are good enough talent wise.
Playoffs,
but I think they're
is going to be.
I mean, I think they're a decent. I think they're better than we think they are team. But yeah, the Cavs are far more talented. I just think they're far more fragile.
Joey, did Colson talk you into the Raptors in 6?
No. In fact, I'm going harder into the Cavs.
Cavs in 3.
Cavs in 3. I'll give the Raptors. I'll give them a single game.
Yeah, you're very gentlemanly today.
Yeah.
All right.
Everybody's getting the gentleman's suite.
I think Donovan Mitchell is a tremendous player, but I don't think he's heartless. So I feel like he wants the people of it's. You got to remember, the Raptors represent an entire country. Sure. He doesn't want to make an entire country sad. That's sad. There's a difference between, getting blown out and taking a game. So, he'll say, hey, give him a game. Feel good story, and then all right, Canada, the NHL playoffs are going on. Avert your eyes.
So you're saying Donovan's going to take a game off so Canada can have 48 hours of happiness after a win,
just to take the edge off.
Yeah. Okay.
That's all. Am I looking too deeply into this? I mean, I think it's pretty obvious. All right. Everybody give their picks. Speak now or forever hold your peace. The last one. Knicks, Hawks.
Second to last one.
New York up 1-0. And turns out Knicks still hate Trae Young. Knicks fans hate Trae Young. Which doesn't matter to the Hawks, but I love it. Fans are crazy. New York fans are crazy. Harper, the Hawks have a shot at this. What are they doing? What are they doing?
I don't know. I mean, probably feeling pretty lucky to be where they're at, I'm guessing. Don't love their chances in this one. The New York Knicks are a battle-hardened playoff team who play some of the hardest nosed basketball. They're some of the toughest competitors. They're tight-knit. They're just a very hard team to pick to lose against anybody. And they're playing the Atlanta Hawks. So I'm going to take New York, as much as I hate those words coming out of my face, with my entire being. But yeah, Knickerbockers in 4, I guess. Ugh.
Wow.
Gross.
You don't have to like it. We're trying to get
anything. The Hawks. Wow.
JT, you're the Hawkhead on the team. You think they got this?
The Hawkhead. No, I mean, I like them a little bit better than Harper does, for sure. I mean, I feel like they have defenders to make Jalen Brunson's life annoying by the end of the series. But, I mean, as we've seen, he's used to that. You know, he in the playoffs takes it to an absolutely other level. And, you know, the ceiling for this Knicks team is, you know, how far Karl Anthony Towns can, you know, play like an all-star, right? Can he keep doing that for 3 or 4 series? You know, I picked the Knicks at the beginning of the season, I think, to go to the finals, and you know, the way the East is shaping up, I don't really see any reason to back away from that at this point.
Nope.
And they have a coach now that actually plays more than 6 guys in playoff games. So that's going to be a big boon to them. In this series, I like Atlanta enough to give them a game. So I'll take New York in 5.
Yeah. They also do understand the importance of short series in the playoffs, though, because they have been through those battles and
sure
on a short rotation.
Yeah, and like all these, their entire starting lineup and their 6-man, all these dudes, their entire rotation except for Jordan Clarkson was in the playoffs last year and went to the Eastern Conference Finals, right?
Yeah.
So like, they can do this.
I'll say the Hawks can take 2 of these games.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, that's it though. This team, the Knicks team is they're laser focused on the playoffs. They, like I said, they've all been there. They know what it takes. Like they watched the Pacers. They know what it takes to win a series.
That's right.
Yeah, Brunson. And hopefully everybody can stay healthy, but with a healthy Brunson and a healthy Knicks team, I'm not worried about this at all.
I do like this Hawks team. I think it's been a nice story. They were 2-8 with Trae Young, I think, and they went 44-28 without him. So, good on them. I just think the Knicks are going to look around and realize that the Pacers are not in the playoffs, and this is their one real chance to get to the finals. While we have this gap year, they are gonna not mess around, and I'm gonna go Knicks in 5, even though I'm sitting on your number, Jason.
That's fine.
So you're thinking Knicks in 5, but specifically they'll have Pacers on the back of the mind.
Well, no, I'm thinking they're saying, okay, this is our one chance to get the finals. Let's stay focused. Let's get out of this first round without a lot of too much work.
But we can lose one.
Yeah, they're not going to do it on purpose, but
they're going to think one game. They're going to think they saw Halliburton out of the corner of their eye.
Yeah.
Lose focus.
Miss a three. Give up a three.
It'd be awesome if the Hawks gave him front row seats. To
Yeah, that would be fantastic.
And they gave the whole team front row seats. God, that would be epic trolling.
Yeah, get Benny Matherin in there. Why not?
Sure. Why? I mean, anybody on that team, they would love it. That'd be
James Johnson.
What up? That would be just top tier trolling.
Oh, that'd be fantastic.
Alrighty. Last one. The Boston Celtics and the 76ers from Philadelphia. As we record, Boston won game 1, so they're up 1-0. As Colson said, that's the only game that was not that went off script was the Pistons Magic. So Celtics got a lead on the Sixers. Sixers are another team that I have zero faith in, and Boston I have most of the faith in. I don't know that I'm going to give the Sixers a game. I'll say that's a sweep. They're too good. They know what they're doing. The organization knows what they're doing. 76ers, I think the 76ers are still in the process somewhere.
Yeah, no, I mean, Embiid is out with the appendectomy, and they say that's I don't know, a couple week recovery.
2 to 5 weeks is what
okay.
just told me.
But he had it a couple weeks ago, right? I don't know.
It was on April 9th.
10 days ago. Yeah.
Okay. So basically, the rest of his teammates would have to force this to a game 7 for him to even conceivably come back. Paul George is not going to be able to do that. We've all seen Playoff P. We've all seen him airball game winners.
No, they hit the side of the backboard.
Okay, that's right. And I think, Maxi's really good, but he's not enough. Boston's serious. They're sweeping this one.
Yeah, I actually feel bad for Maxey. Maxey's an incredibly good player, but not only are the Celtics incredibly good at defense, but they're just so long. And Maxey's not the tallest dude on the court. Jaylen Brown and Tatum are just going to be inside his jersey. It's going to be Derek White. They just got so many guys to throw at you. It's going to be a very long, short series. So take 4.
I have faith in Maxey to steal at least a game.
Yay!
He's just that good. But I'll take Celtics in 5.
Nice.
You feel like you probably need something from Edgecombe as well, but he's a rookie and you have no idea what he's going to give you in the playoffs.
Well, the lights were a little bit bright in game 1 for Edgecombe.
It'll be better at home.
He will be better. His activity level is just too good for him not to have an impact on the game or on the series. And the Sixers, they hit 4 3-pointers in game 1. You can't do that against a Boston team that shoots 45 or 50 a game.
Can't do that against anybody, can you?
Yeah, you really can't do that against anybody these days, but especially Boston's going to hit a minimum of 13 or 14 threes, right?
Yeah.
And
they might hit 29.
So, yeah, exactly. So, so I think they will recover from that a little bit. But yeah, I mean, if Embiid can come back by game 4, then who knows? The nice thing about the first round from a Philly perspective is that it's a bit more stretched out than the other rounds. So game 4 gives them until probably early next week or something like that, right? So,
yeah, they didn't win any
but even
quarter
then,
in game 1.
Boston is really good.
Boston's really good, and they're not a team that had any trouble reintegrating their superstar.
Right.
Well, that's it.
What was your pick for that
That's-
one, Joey?
He's got the sweep.
Oh no, sweep.
Sweep it up. All right.
Yeah, that's it. So, I even though most of these have landed in where the seeds have, at least for the game one, I think there's going to be a couple of these I don't think are going to be terribly competitive, but I think a fair amount of these will be. So we've seen a couple of good game ones, and I think that'll continue. And there's a lot of good teams out there.
Yeah, when you
Phoenix,
take out the all the
Phoenix.
teams that are tanking,
Yeah, it's cool to watch like highly talented teams intending to win basketball games. Like I could get into this. This is cool.
Yeah. It's been a while since I saw much of that, I feel like.
Who was that? Like saw like the Magic game? Was it like Jalen? I think Jalen Suggs was just like he was flying all over the floor. Like it was great.
Yeah. He was just diving for the sake of diving. Like there was no
Just
reason to be on the
diving.
ground. He was just like slipping and sliding his way around the court. It was
The
great.
one time he dove the ball I think got deflected or something, and he's diving, and he gets the ball, but he's sliding towards the midcourt line, and he's gonna do an over and back sliding with the ball, so he pitches it the last second, but it's great. This is what I want to watch. Just dudes sliding around. Wax up the floor a little bit more, just a little bit.
Like they do at the soccer games, like spray it down with water.
Yeah, the water just comes on like 2 minutes before the game starts. Sorry. Oh, it's an accident.
Yeah.
And World Cup's coming up soon. Don't know how this is going to go, but I do like the World Cup in general. A lot of shenanigans going on there. I think some fans are unable to travel to see their team, but most countries can come and watch their players. Anybody have any strong thoughts on the upcoming end of year awards? Anybody you want to get on record as saying it? This is your guy.
Well, we did a pretty good job picking last week, I'd say. MVP finalists. Well, finalists for all of them were announced. SGA, Jokic, and Wembanyama for MVP. DPOY, Wembanyama, Holmgren, Osser, Thompson, who I can't remember if we mentioned Osser or not.
I don't think we did. Yeah.
No.
Coach of the year were Missoula Bickerstaff Johnson. Rookie of the year, Flag, Knipple, Edgecombe. MIP, Avdia, Nikhil Alexander Walker, Jalen Duran. Six-man, Keldon Johnson, Jaime Jaquez of the Miami Heat. And Tim Hardaway, we might have actually missed him too.
We did.
But they're basically on the same page as we were, so
Yeah.
I expect that the NBA is going to do right by most of these guys and pick the right people.
Joey, do you have any strong feelings about?
Yeah, you didn't get your picks in
Jokic
last
versus. Yeah, I was trying to figure out whether you wanted Jokic or Wembanyama for MVP, and I couldn't decide. Because you love Jokic, but you also love the Spurs.
I do. I mean, both of those things are true. I think
Couldn't
from what I've
decide, so he went
seen,
with SGA. Obviously.
Split the difference.
I split the difference with SJ. No, I will not be doing that one. I don't enjoy watching SJ play for large stretches of time. There's just like little things here and there that I like. This guy's amazing, but it's just
Is it
foul stuff I
the
just-
traveling and the free throw shooting?
the traveling and the free throw shooting. Like if that was my favorite thing about watching basketball,
You'd
this guy
probably be a huge James Harden fan.
like. But I think this year what I've seen out of Jokic, I think it's got to be him again. I think his it's every, and Wembanyama does it all too, and he does certain other things better, but offensively, Jokic has just been just unreal again.
Still,
and he's still like what he's gonna do. There's turns out there's some tape on that guy, and you can't stop him.
Can only hope to
I'm really
contain.
glad you didn't come off the top rope and
Thank
try
you.
to destroy our Quaker consensus.
I'm always hopeful. I'm going to hand the man a rock.
In true enforcer style.
Nah, but that's it. Maybe next year. I mean, I will say, like, Wembanyama's his trajectory has been, I don't know, about as good as you could think. Like, this was what the Spurs were betting on. That's why they didn't tank, of course, but they did lose a bunch of games on purpose, and then. But what was they had a growth mindset that year.
That's right.
Same as we did, right?
Sure.
That's exactly
And
right.
now they've grown to being the number 2 seed
Yeah.
and having like a 7'5" guy that can
Shoot threes and be your
Do you
primary
step
ball
back
handler.
threes?
Yeah.
and do everything that everybody else can do. But he's taller.
With an 8-foot wingspan.
And it's probably still growing.
Yeah.
And
probably-
they also got Castle and Harper in top 4 picks as well. So
Yes. Yeah, they picked in the top 4 for 3 consecutive years. So
yeah, and picked correctly apparently. Those each year they did
Could have
the
been
growth
worse.
mindset better than say the Sixers.
Yeah.
Colson, you mentioned the Fever at the top, I think, but they had the number 1 pick 2 years in a row, and that's turned out. I saw Boston just sign like a new, I don't know if it's a Supermax or whatever, but she signed like a $6 million deal to stay with the Fever. I think it was for like 3 years, maybe.
Okay.
nice.
But they're able to have, much larger contracts for the for the top players.
Right.
And for like Caitlin Clark, at some point the WNBA salary won't be a rounding error in her net worth.
It still might be.
I mean, that's true. She's in most of the commercials still. So.
Yeah. She got that sweet State Farm money.
Yeah. And Gatorade.
Yeah.
4 years for Aaliyah Boston, so we've got her locked down
4,
through
okay.
29.
Excellent.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Lock
I
it
think
in.
that those two, having 2 number 1 picks back to back, a biggie and a smallie, I think that's gonna be fantastic. So this could be the Fever's year.
Let's do it.
I hope so. They had a
It was
great
almost
run
our year last year.
I know,
Right.
even with injury, with a lot of injuries.
Right?
Yeah. This team's going to be good. I'm excited.
Yeah, we just gotta stay healthy.
Hey.
I'll knock on the wood here. Hold
You
on.
knock it off. Jinxie.
Okay. Yes, sir. All right, guys. Any final thoughts before we roll? I
Good
think
to see you guys.
Our plan is to be. Yeah, it is
Got
definitely
playoffs,
nice to
got
meet
the
everybody.
got the squad together. What's not
Right.
Yeah.
It's real.
Even though the Pacers are done, we'll plan on. The summers. Can be difficult on the schedule, but we'll be doing our best to get with you every week.
So can tank years.
And,
Our fans are used to it.
That's right.
Yeah, but we'll be back with you as much as we can.
We'll definitely be there'll definitely be an episode on May the 10th for sure.
Yeah.
Draft night, baby. Or, yeah, not draft night, but lottery night.
Ping pong ball night.
Ping pong ball night. Ping pong ball night.
Oh, I'm so nervous for that.
I know.
Yeah.
Stresses me out going to a tankathon and doing the simulating the lottery
I
every
know.
time.
Yeah, don't do that.
No.
Mike suggested that we do a live show, but I was like, I don't know if people want me like crying on
Yes.
the podcast.
That's like the number one request we get is to make you cry.
That's why they come.
Cry more.
That's
Yeah.
right.
So, Joey, do you know how to do a live show? Is that a thing we can do?
I can figure it out.
Sure.
Sweet. All right.
Yeah. I got an internet. I got a computer. I got some webcams.
You got a degree?
Let me just figure
Or,
out
or-
my OnlyFans password and we'll get But, we've got a little bit of time for that.
You just stay logged in. You don't need to remember.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be an interesting night, Pacers fans.
Well, until next time, we can be found on social medias. Until I find that password, you find me on Twitter at Undebeatables. We're on Facebook.com/TheUndebeatables. Our website is TheUndebeatables.com. And there's also a contact form there. You can use that to send us a message. Email shoutout at TheUndebeatables.com and at the website /store for merchandise.
for the architect Donnie Walsh and the Pacers' first couple, Nancy and Bobby Sickleonard. Turn out the lights, the party is over.
Ooh,
Wow.
that was
I didn't see that coming.
solid.
Yeah, where's
That's
that
my
come from?
playoff.
Did you say turn off the lights? Turn off the fights? I don't even know
No,
what
don't
you
turn off the fights. Let's crank them up.
Check the tape. I don't know.
Well, you are a pacifist. It's not out of your realm to say turn off the fights.
Of course, I didn't know you had that in you. What's your musical inspiration?
It's an excellent question. Cher.
Okay. That wasn't the first thing I thought of when I heard you singing, but
You couldn't tell that was my Cher. Oh no. I have to keep work. I have to go back to the drawing board, I guess.
yeah, back to the. That's just my opinion, man.
Go back to Cher-Singing camp.
Yeah.